I am Mo Tuzano, the tabletop bellhop, your cardboard concierge, working with you to make your game nights better. Well, tonight what I hope to do for you is let you know if you should be interested in this. This is Targi the Expansion, obviously an expansion for the game Targi. Targi is one of my wife and I's favorite games of all time that comes from Cosmos Games. Now, I have to thank Cosmos for a review copy of this, and honestly, for a review copy of the original Targi as well, quite a few months back. You can check out my Targi review to find out why we love the game so much, but it is honestly one of our favorite date night games. Anytime we are going to stay at a hotel or we're going out to a coffee shop to, enjoy some beverages and some treats, we bring Targi with us. I adore the game. It is a quick playing 2-player only game that gives you the feel of a heavier, meatier Euro game, and I love that. What I haven't played is this, Targi the Expansion. This expands Targi, giving you new cards and options, and I am really looking forward to seeing how it changes the original game. Step 1, though, is to open the box, which is what I'm going to do right now. Note, you do have to own Targi to use this expansion. So here you have my copy of Targi the Expansion. We're going to crack it open for the first time. I'll show you the edges of the box quickly for those of you who care. And the back of the box, which shows off the components you get as well as the expansion. The original gameplay is both expanded and improved on with new tribe cards, border cards, sand dune cards, water tokens, and the special Targia figure, all of which combine to make a great game even better. It then goes on to explain that a little bit more and what it does. But we're going to crack this open, so I don't think we need to stare at the back of the box anymore. All right, we have the rule book, which is sized to the size of the box, which you see often, which I don't mind too much with these small boxes. Has the game overview and goal, lists the game materials, which we're going to look at, changes to the game preparation, and this is a fold-out. I don't love fold-outs. I would much rather have a 3-page booklet. I assume this is cheaper to make because there's no binding required, but I find these floppy and kind of annoying to open. But you know what? They're not that bad. Hopefully we just have to read through it once and maybe reference it a couple times and I'll never read it again. Now, the layout here is the same as Targi with a 2-column layout. There are plenty of examples here. And it's a little hard to tell here, but you can tell they use nice iconography throughout and use the actual game's iconography throughout the rulebook. And I got to say, this looks about as thick as the original Targi rulebook. So there are some special situations here. Goes all the way through. So we have 6 pages of new rules when using this expansion. Then we have punch-outs. Some of this we've seen before. So this is just an additional coin. You have additional victory point tokens. Obviously the scores are going to be higher if you need those. And then you have two more of each of the original resources, which is interesting because it was always 10 of each. So now it's up to 7 of each. Sorry, it's now 12 of each. So that's going to change it a little bit more. And then whatever this new material is, which I notice is in 1s, 3s, and 5s. So the water looks like something you might have to collect more of. I don't know. And then we have little silver symbols here as well. So this is cut. Punch as well. Pro tip, when punching, always punch on the divoted side, not the flat side. If you punch on the divoted side and something rips, it'll most likely be the frame. If you punch from this side, something rips, it'll most likely be your token. Then we have the exact same insert you got in the original Targi box, which I gotta say I didn't love. It's just a generic Cosmos insert that's made for 2 decks of cards and some other stuff. And what I'm hoping is that this will all fit my original Targi box, but I don't have that with me to try tonight. So here is the new Targia figure. It is purple and slightly different shaped than the original game. And then we have cards, including sand dune cards, which I've never seen before. So we're going to crack these open. That actually went fairly well. Sometimes during unboxing videos, things go a little rough. Oh, a whole ton of sand dune cards. All right, we're going to split these. We're going to put this box out of the way and show sand dune cards, and it looks like a whole new border. Okay, that's cool. I don't know if and just different versions of the original? There might be a whole new border here. Very interesting. So, I don't think it's all of them, though. Huh. 4. I need to know. No, see, that's cutting short. We're missing this one, so you must use So it's replacements for some. Yeah, because I have 1, 4, 5. I don't have 2 and 3. Interesting. So some replacement border cards, which increases the odds I'll be able to fit it all in my base game. All right, we have new tribe cards. I recognize those. Ooh, a whole ton. Wow. Okay, that feels like about as many as were in the original game. Oh my gosh. Okay, a lot of new tribe cards. A lot. Look at that. That's a lot. Now I'm wishing. All right, I need to know. Should have left this out. Oh, it tells me token. Yeah, 45 new tribe cards. That's a lot. And new goods cards. So we're going to look at these first. And of course, they have the new resource, the new water resource. And yes, it's water or victory points, 2 water or a coin. Makes sense. There's a new resource to track. Tribes probably going to have water costs. No, that's not a water cost. Some interesting symbols in the corner. All right, so we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 new cards for each type, it looks like. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, so 9 for each of the different types. So you may hold 2 tribe cards in your hand. Very cool ability. At the end of the game, you can trade goods for victory points. Very cool. So you use your leftover goods. I'm not going to read all these. So I'm just flipping through these quick. I noticed most of them. Oh, there's some interesting new shared costs. Not a lot that uses water. So here's one. And when you have water, you could use other resources as well. I don't know what that means in a bracket. So that's a difference. There's some more water, but again, there's the option. You can use 2 water or a coin. All right, very cool. Now, like the original game, there's not a lot to see here, right? You've got your icon's at the top, and the text. Yes, I wish the text was bigger. Cosmos, the one thing I would love is bold that text, make it a little bigger. Even though it's only a 2-player game, whenever we play, we always have to pick up the cards and read them. All right, I don't see a new faction. I was wondering if maybe there was a new faction, but there is no new faction. But 9 new cards for each of the factions in Targi. I'm excited to see these. I'm not going to look through them anymore myself, because I prefer to be surprised when they come up. So we're going to toss our new tribe cards in the box here, our new good cards on top, and sand dune cards. I have no clue what these are. I don't know what sand dunes must be a new thing that comes up that you can place your worker on and collect stuff. Because these look like the goods cards. Interesting. They seem higher value. Oh, there's like edge cards too? It looks like sand dune edge cards? Because some of these definitely look like the edge abilities. All right, I have no clue. I am really looking forward to figuring out what these do. Very neat. A whole new type of card. Sand dunes. With a mix of what looks like edge cards with full detailed rules on the card. And cards that look more like goods cards where you just get a reward. Which looks like this one would be a victory point and 2 of any resource. Very cool. We're going to put those here. I am not going to punch this here. Oh, that's right. And the extra edge cards. Replacement edge cards. I am not going to punch this here and now. I would say off the top of my head, this is easily going to fit in the original games box. There's give. I have a feeling I'm going to be able to stack all of them. But I can't answer that for sure. The one punched out token. But yeah, this type of insert, all these goods just end up loose in here, which is kind of silly. Instructions. I keep looking for a cover. There you have what you get in the box with Targi the expansion. Quite a bit of stuff in there, more than I expected. Looks like a lot of depth added to the game. I am shocked that there are 45 new tribe cards. That's a lot. That is a lot of new tribe cards. It's when mixed with the original is going to make the game ridiculously replayable. 5 new goods cards are cool, and they're all about a new resource, water. I did notice cards that use water. I don't know if there's any other special rules. Replacement border cards is interesting to see, and well, I am super curious about the new Sand Dune deck. And I gotta admit, I feel bad that I didn't do any research before doing this unboxing to find out what they did ahead of time so I could share it with you. But you know what? You get to experience it on your own, same as I will the first time I sit down to play Targi. Now, again, Targi is one of my favorite games of all time. It's one of my wife's favorite games. This is probably our favorite 2-player game after the Duke. The Duke still wins. Targi's still fantastic. Gives you that Euro feel in a smaller footprint and a smaller time period. I have to assume it's just gonna feel even more Euro-like with these new options. I am really looking forward to checking out Targi the expansion. Now, when I do get this game to the table, I will be sharing my thoughts on social media, where you can find me everywhere as Tabletop Bellhop, one word. Pretty much every different social platform out there. And then eventually we'll be talking about this expansion on the Tabletop Bellhop Gaming Podcast. First in our Bellhop's Tabletop segment, and then eventually with a full review. That review should probably end up on the blog as well, which you can find at tabletopbellhop.com. So thank you very much for joining me for this unboxing of Targi the expansion.